Electoral Bill. INEC insists on using technology for election. INEC insists on using technology for election. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my great and wonderful people listening all over the world. You are most welcome to Amaka Smart TV. We bring you news today on INEC, on the Electoral Bill, on INEC insisting on using technology for the upcoming 2023 presidential election. Please, if you have not subscribed to our channel, Amaka Smart TV, kindly subscribe and share this news to your friends, your loved ones on your social media. And also, in order not to miss out in any of our news or information, please touch the notification bell. And as you do so, may God bless you. Now the news in detail. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has again expressed its preference for the deployment of technology in managing Nigeria's complex electoral process, saying it is better than the best manual process. INEC Chairman Professor Mahood Yakubu, who disclosed this Tuesday in Abuja during a meeting with resident electoral commissioners, RECs, said with its automatic biometric identification system, ABIS, INEC has been able to weed out multiple registrants in the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, ahead of the area council polls. INEC position comes hours after President Muhammadu Buhari withheld assent to the Electoral Act Amendment Bill, which contained clauses on the use of electronic transmission of results and imposition of direct primaries on political parties. Mahood Yakubu added that the INEC result viewing portal and the bimodal voters accreditation system, which has now replaced the smart card reader for verification and authentication of voters, have come to stay. He said, "As you are aware, the Commission piloted two important technological innovations in Anambra State governorship election. The bimodal voters accreditation system was deployed for the first time in a major election after the successful pilot in the Isoko South 1 state constituency in Delta State in September this year. The BVAS has replaced the smart card reader for verification and authentication as part of our improved voter accreditation process. The new technology was designed in-house by INEC engineers. Like every new technology, glitches were observed and important lessons learned. We wish to assure Nigerians that the Commission has reviewed the performances of the BVAS in Anambra State, and there will be a tremendous improvement leading to optimal performance in future elections. The BVAS has come to stay. So too is the uploading of polling unit results on the INEC result viewing reporter in the real time on election day. We are convinced that the introduction of the technology in voters accreditation and result management is better than the best entirely manual process. It also increased public confidence in the process. We will continue to depend and deepen the use on technology in our elections. The second technological innovation introduced in the Anambra governorship election went virtually unnoticed by many Nigerians. For some time now, dedicated portals were created by Commission to handle a different aspect of the electoral process. For instance, the nomination of the candidate by political parties, including the uploading of nomination forms, is now done online. So too is the accreditation of election observers and the media. In addition, and for the first time in the history of the Commission, the accreditation of the polling and the collation agents nominated by political parties were done online. This has ensured that all such agents were provided with identification tag bearing not only their political logos, names, and other personal details, but personal photographs as well. In all, the Commission issued 63,745 identification tags to agents of the 18 political parties that sponsor candidates for the election. This has sanitized this process and made the identification of ghost party agents easier. We will maintain the same arrangement for the forthcoming elections, including the 2023 general election. Turning to the CVR, we have now completed the second quarter of the exercise, which commenced online in June and physically at Designet Center in July. We have also been giving Nigerians weekly updates for the last 6 months. The third quarter of the exercise will commence in January next year. The Commission is aware that Nigerians would like to know when the exercise will be devolved beyond our states and local government offices to enable more citizens to register. Secondly, for those already registered, they would like to know when their permanent voters card (PVCs) will be available for collection. The Commission is working on these concerns and issues, and these issues will be a comprehensive schedule for both activities earlier in the new year. Meanwhile, in view of the forthcoming area council election in the Federal Capital Territory (FCT), scheduled for 12th February 2022, involving 68 constituencies to elect 6 area council chairmen and 62 councillors, the CVR exercise was suspended 9 days ago, that is 60 days to the election as required by law. A total of 42,986 Nigerians completed their registration in the FCT. The Commission has diligently cleaned up the data using our new automatic biometric identification system to weed out multiple registrations. As a testimony of the efficacy of our ABS process, 14,665 multiple registrations were detected and rejected. Consequently, the number of new valid registrants in the Federal Capital Territory is 28,321. Added to this figure are requests for transfer of registration to Federal Capital Territory, replacement of lost or damaged PVCs, and update of voters' record, making an overall total of 39,208 new PVCs to be printed. I'm glad to report that all the PVCs will be available for collection from 6th January 2022 until 4th of February 2022. The Federal Capital Territory Office of the Commission will provide full details of the locations and procedures for the collection of the PVCs in earnest. I urge all new voters to seize the opportunity to collect their voters' card ahead of the deadline and avoid last-minute rush that characterized such exercise in the past. You may recall that in June this year, the Commission released the timetable and schedule for activities of the Ekiti governorship election holding on 18 June 2022 and the Osun governorship election scheduled for 16 July 2022. A major activities for the two governorship election is the conduct of primaries by political parties for the nomination of the candidates for the elections. The Ekiti State, the exercise begins in the next 2 weeks on 4th of January 2022 and ends on 29 January 2022. In the case of Osun State, party primaries begin on 16th of February 2022 and ends on 12th March 2022. In addition, there are 8 pending by-elections, including 3 federal constituencies: Jos North, Basa in Plateau State, Akure North, Akure South in Ondo State, and Ogoja, Yola in Cross River State, and the 5-state constituency. The Commission wishes to remind political parties that in choosing their candidates for these elections, they must abide by the provision of the law, INEC's regulations and guidance, as well as their constitution and guidelines. INEC will monitor the primaries as required by law. Political parties must therefore hold themselves to the same high standard of free, fair, transparency, and credible elections that they expect from INEC during general election. Any political party that fails to conduct democratic primaries within the time frame provided in the Commission's timetable and schedule of activities cannot be expected to submit the names of candidates to INEC for elections. In addition to this off-cycle election, we must also continue to prepare for the 2023 general election. We have so many physical facilities to rebuild, materials to replace, regulations and guidelines to work on, consultations with stakeholders to strengthen, capacity of our staff to enhance, and the several aspects of election administration to improve upon. Next year is therefore going to be a very busy year for us, he added. Thank you for listening to this wonderful news, and please remember to subscribe to our channel in order to get you updated, and also share this news to your friends and loved ones and your well-wishers. May God bless you as you do so. Thank you and God bless you.